about 2 minutes or so, give our attendees what you consider, from each of your perspectives, the most important takeaways from today's webinar. We'll go in the same order as we presented: John, Jim, and Justin. So, John, we'll start with you.
Sure. I feel like I may be beating a dead horse, but again, this transparency concept is going to be a sea change for a lot of multinationals. The idea is that no longer do we document and wait. We've got to get that information out there, knowing that everybody's going to get access to that information. So it's not what you tell the U.S. authorities or what you tell the French authorities, what you tell the New Zealand authorities. You're telling them all the same story now, which I think will change things a bit. The other thing is that rather than just documenting to defend, now we've got to expect that those documentation will immediately get questions. And so we need to be very clear what our story is, and that our story is consistent with the underlying economics of our business.
Jim Guadiana.
I think that if you have a cost-sharing agreement, or if you're considering entering one, think carefully and go back and look at your facts and see if there's a way that you can improve the situation. Even though you've got a lot of shields against an IRS audit if they were to question it, because, you know, in addition to what I said, what Justin said with the Veritas case, I don't see how the IRS could ignore this cost contribution arrangement provision that's in the new reg. So look at them now, see what you could do to improve the situation, and act on it.
Justin Kazmersky.
I think the key takeaway from my perspective is increased functional analysis. I think we've heard a lot today from Don and Jim about value creation, documentation, transparency. I think it all starts with companies being able to have very well-maintained and well-documented functional analysis that shows the IP was created here, it benefits here. I mean, the IP drives value. So if there's companies considering having IP eventually be moved offshore, there should be a really serious consideration of having maybe that IP generated offshore already, rather than trying to get it out or trying to document functional analysis that supports that position. I think a whole new look at functional analysis in lieu of the new BEPS, as well as the 2017 OECD guidelines, really has to be the forefront. Companies to be working with their advisors as well as internally and documenting the functional analysis and risks, because that's something that will be looked at if you're ever challenged.